Here we go.
Today on Rock the Park, it's wet and wild.
Come on, we can wiggle out of this.
Yep.
Water means adventure.
Oh, dude. Oh, no.
Even when it's frozen solid. So we're taking the plunge in our national parks. And it all starts right now. I'm Jack Stewart.
And I'm Colton Smith. We've been buddies for years, and we love exploring the national parks.
It's all about packing up a car and just doing it. Just hitting the road.
Our goal is to visit every national park in this country.
And when you go off the beaten path like we do,
there's no telling what will happen next.
Get set to rock the park. Our national parks protect wild spaces and the plants and animals that depend on them. Water is a huge part of that, from wetlands and rivers to lakes and millions of acres of ocean. Water provides access to places you otherwise would never get to see. Whenever we visit a national park, water always seems to play a major role in our trip.
Whether it's the beauty of an amazing waterfall or the challenge of raging rapids.
Our first taste of whitewater was in Yellowstone. Fortunately, we had a guide to help us learn the ropes.
It's a big one!
What makes places like these great is they're accessible to everyone, especially a few thrill seekers like us and our buddy Joe Stone. When we took on the whitewaters of the Middle Fork of the Flathead River in Montana, he couldn't wait to join us.
This is gonna be sick.
I'm pumped, man.
You've actually done this before, right?
Just once in a raft with somebody else paddling, so this is my first time actually, solo.
We're looking at an 8-mile route where Colton and I will be in inflatable kayaks, and Joe is in a one-person raft, which gives him more control with his arms.
Getting on the river is super accessible. The put-in and the takeout can be challenging, but once you're on the river, we're on the same level playing field right now, you know?
The first part of the river is pretty chill, but that doesn't last long.
It's getting choppier. Starting to move.
I'm not too proud to say I'm a little nervous.
I'm absolutely nervous.
I'm definitely a little nervous, but I'm excited.
A couple of miles in, and we come up on our first batch of Class 3 rapids.
Joe is putting us to shame. He's a tactical wizard, just guiding himself around every one of these giant rapids.
Get it, Joe! Nice, nice! Woo!
Yeah!
A few miles further, and the rapids get even more intense.
Here we go, boys!
I look ahead of me and I see this giant wave, and this thing looks mean. The wave hits me from the side, and I can feel the bottom of my kayak heading straight towards the sky.
Oh, he's in!
I instantly feel the cold glacial water just surround me. All I see are rocks. My only option right now is to follow protocol. Get my legs up ahead of me going downstream. So in case I do hit any rocks, my legs can absorb them first and not my head. Luckily, one of our guide rafts is right ahead.
Oh, I gotta catch my breath. My heart is pounding.
How was that?
That was pretty
scary?
That was pretty terrifying. I'll say this, mighty river, you've earned my respect.
I gotta thank you guys for this too, because there's more rivers I can go hit and know that if we do it safely, it can be done.
Kayaking with Joe was awesome, and so was the scenery and wildlife on both sides of the river.
Next, we're going underwater, where you need the right training, the right equipment, and you gotta stay sharp.
Because you never know what you might encounter.
In the national parks alone, there are more than 11,000 miles of coastline and over 2 million acres of ocean and Great Lakes. That's a lot of space to explore some epic hidden habitats.
And this year, we started diving, exploring everything from historic shipwrecks in the Gulf of Mexico to sea caves on the Apostle Islands in Lake Superior. But nothing tops what you find when you dive a little deeper.
And when the water's as warm and blue as it is in the Caribbean, it's a whole nother kind of beautiful.
St. Croix is the largest of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and it holds one of the Caribbean's best-kept secrets when it comes to scuba diving. 1,000-foot deep underwater canyon in the Salt River Bay.
We're headed into a really crazy environment right now. You can just see all of these different fish. I look over and I spot a massive eel. It's just swimming along, and let me know, I'm afraid of snakes. This guy's like the snake of the sea.
Green Moray eels average 6 feet long and 65 pounds. They open and close their mouths to take in water to breathe over their gills. These guys look menacing, but they're not a threat to humans unless they're provoked.
So we descend down to about 30 feet, and we're swimming out on the coral. And then all of a sudden, you see it just stop. And it turns to black. We are headed out over the wall into open water.
We're not talking some nice gradual slope. This thing just goes and drops. It's crazy.
It feels like we're in outer space. You're floating and you can't see the bottom. And we keep going down and down. And it's got all of these areas where you can swim through the coral, go down, check things out, go through little ravines.
As I look over, I see this giant school of these bright blue, beautiful fish. One last thing to remind me how amazing this experience is.
I was pretty nervous for that dive. I couldn't believe it when I looked at our depth and we were over 80 feet deep. That was incredible.
And that's what was so crazy about that wall dive, was even though we were at the deepest depth we had ever been, we weren't even close to the bottom.
The U.S. Virgin Islands have some of the healthiest sea coral in the Caribbean. And in St. John, we learned the best time to see it is after the sun sets.
As we're descending, I'm looking at straight black below me. The first thing I see when we get to the bottom is the reef, and it is just vibrant.
Underwater, colors appear dim or faded in daylight. But in the dark, our dive lights ignite the coral's bold colors. And other sea creatures come out to play too.
I'm just scanning with my dive light, and then all of a sudden, something is on the bottom of the ocean. It's a stingray.
Stingrays don't look like fish, but they are. Their wide, flat bodies hide on the ocean floor, while their large eyes keep watch for prey like shrimp and crab. "200 species of fish and 2,000 species of coral paint the reef in colorful patterns. They share their home with a strange mix of crabs, mollusks, and thousands of bizarre creatures. Scuba diving brings us up close to a world we might otherwise never get to see. In other situations, water is the quickest route to get from one point to another.
Hang left, hang left.
We got it, we got it!
Of course, quicker doesn't always mean easier.
Oh, the dolphins! Dolphins!
Water is a great way to experience the national parks. It attracts wildlife, and sometimes it's the only way to get from one place to the other.
Oh, dude! Oh, no!
We've taken some epic water journeys in the parks, and they've been some of our most surprising
Oh, my God! My foot's stuck.
and challenging.
No! No! Oh, spider web to the face! Oh, that's a big spider. Oh, my gosh.
And yeah, water can make things pretty interesting.
Especially when we're rafting out of a volcano and into the most intense rapids we've ever taken on.
In Alaska, the fastest way to the coast is straight down this mountain through 15 miles of Class 3 and 4 rapids on the wild Aniakchak River.
This is it.
I see the big rock.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Hang left, hang left. Hang left. Hang left.
We got it, we got it!
Oh, shoot.
As soon as we enter the maze, our boat just spins out of control and we're going perpendicular right at this huge rock. We hit this thing and we're leaning and the water is starting to push our boat and it just wants to tip us over.
Come on, we can wiggle out of this.
Yep, we can wiggle out. We're gonna go backwards, okay?
All right, you backpedal.
Yep.
You backpedal.
Back pedal. We got a rock here. Come on.
All right,
Got a tree,
all
look
forward,
out.
all forward.
Straighten out. There we go. Nice. Woo!
All right.
All right.
Several months later, we were expecting our 9-mile journey down the Rio Grande in Texas to be a lot easier. We forgot to allow for one thing. We're in a canoe, which is a lot less forgiving.
We're starting to move now, and right ahead of me, I see we've got this big right-hand turn.
Here we go. All right, steady. All right, keep going, keep going. Keep going. And I'm hitting
Turn it. We're paddling forward and the current starts to take us. Then all of a sudden, we start to lean. Just like that, we are in the water.
Oh man! Get it to the shore. We're okay, but our canoe is swamped. We gotta bail water out.
Oh man, we're only 100 feet in. That was supposed to be our warm-up.
And that's not even a rap.
No, I know.
Even a rapid.
If this is any indication of our skill set, we might be in some serious trouble.
Back in the boat and a bit further downriver, we get a couple more chances to work out the kinks.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
You're turning us. Turn. All right, hang with it.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
All right, hang on
All
tight.
forward, all forward.
Hang on tight.
Whoa, watch the bounce.
Watch the bounce.
Whoa.
We're good.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, look at that. Whoa. That is incredible. Every time we change directions, we come into another part of the canyon, and it just gets more and more spectacular with every mile. The Rio Grande travels for just under 2,000 miles. 1,000 of that is the US-Mexico border, and 250 miles of that is in Big Bend.
These canyon walls get anywhere from 600 to 1,500 feet tall. It's a great way to get a neck ache, doing a lot of this.
We finally start to get the hang of it, and then we spot the rock slide, which is a short but gnarly Class 4 maze of huge boulders and gushing water.
Shoot. All right, we're bouncing.
We're good,
Hold on,
we're good.
steady
Hold
it.
it steady.
Okay, now
Get around this.
paddle.
Forward.
Forward. All right, brace.
Brace.
We're good, we're good. Stay level, stay level, stay level. Nice.
Is this our move right
Okay,
here?
Yep, this is our move. Oh, wait, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we have to hit that channel. We have
Yep.
to hit it. We don't fit through the other one.
We come in at a bad angle.
Hang on tight.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Jack starts paddling forward, and as one, we're able to fight against the current and veer back onto our actual path.
Okay, now to the right, to the right. We're good right here.
Yeah, baby. All right, hang us over.
Now forward. Forward. Okay, oop, we got one little thing right here. See this? Whoa! Hold on, we're good, we're good, we're good. Get over. We're out.
That's it. That's it. Yeah! All right.
That's our redemption.
Traveling downriver taught us teamwork is everything, and that there's nothing more powerful than water.
And Mother Nature can pack a punch no matter what the season. Ooh! Wind, ice, and water have been shaping the landscapes in our national parks for millions of years. And that definitely continues to happen in the Great Lakes.
One thing we learned at Apostle Island's National Lakeshore is that over time, water can pack a mean punch. And what it leaves behind is absolutely spectacular and a whole lot of fun to explore.
We're checking out some of the most remote sea caves on Lake Superior out on Devil's Island.
Here we go. Oh, man.
They're considered sea caves because they're created by wave action that has gouged out the stone. The island is made of a unique, soft variety of sandstone, built up in thin layers over thousands of years.
Almost feels like a cathedral, you know, with all the
really
colors.
The sandstone layers are multicolored because each one has a slightly different mix of minerals. The shades of red come from different levels of iron ore.
It's crazy how many layers there are to these caves. You come through a little passageway and it just opens up to something even bigger.
Over time, the waves have carved passageways, leaving behind pillars and archways. And as the seasons change, these caves take on an entirely new landscape. Crashing waves and wind create amazing ice formations that coat the caves and cover the cliffs.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
That's one big chunk of ice.
This is the Dryer Hose, a 70-foot wall of ice near the shore of Lake Superior.
10 days ago, this was just a trickle of water. We've had these really cold temperatures, and look what we have to climb today.
You've got to be kidding me.
This was formed in 10 days?
10 days, yeah.
Like the Apostle Islands, the sandstone ridges and pictured rocks are very porous. They seep out water, which turns into these spectacular ice formations, making this a premier ground for ice climbing. Colton and I are going to be belaying each other, keeping each of us safe in case we fall.
I kick my crampon in and I'm stable.
There you go.
But then I start to swing my ice axes and again, they're just flailing everywhere and I'm not hitting a solid mark. As I'm going up this thing, my arms start to hurt more and more. I mean, they're just throbbing up there.
Oh.
Nice, that's it.
There we go.
It's a perfect position.
I'm just one hand after the other, one foot after the other.
And I'm almost at the top.
Oh.
Ooh, out of nowhere, my feet slip off, and I am dangling from this ice chunk, just holding onto my ice axes.
You're okay.
Woo! I've got my feet back, and I see the top is right within my reach. Few more hammers, few more kicks, and I reach the top. I've just climbed the equivalent of a 7-story building covered in ice.
Woo! That's crazy, man. This was one of the bigger challenges I've faced climbing-wise, but I stayed under control
There you go.
and just really focused on the task at hand.
Now it's my turn.
There you go.
Making my way up this thing, it's incredibly challenging. I'm struggling with finding my footholds, and I'm relying way too much on my upper body.
Don't forget to loosen your grip on the tools when you get a chance.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gotcha.
Look down at your feet for your next footholds.
I don't really want to look down, Bill. I'm making progress, and then I take one big swing, and the ice just crumbles. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Now, I have one huge problem. Oh, man. I look down, and I only have one of my ice axes in my hand. Shoot! My other one is 10 feet above me, up near the top. Oh, my gosh.
I was trying to do this with one ice axe. This does not look easy.
You're gonna have to grab the ice with your hand
Okay, my hands are like cramping up on me.
from over gripping.
When it's your first climb, there's just that natural instinct to hold on for dear life. I try to gather all the strength I have left and get myself up this thing. Finally, I get a little bit of a groove, and I'm so close. I make one more swing, and I propel myself up, and I grab the other ice axe.
Yeah! All right.
I still have a few more feet to go to reach the top.
One more.
Yeah! All right, dude.
Oh, man. Wow.
Nice job, dude.
Woo! That was much more intense than I could have ever imagined. These national parks are amazing. Man. Woo!
It's pretty nuts, huh?
Any way you look at it, water plays a vital role in the national parks. It allows you to explore nature and challenge yourself in ways you never expected. And remember,
Hey, if we can do it, so can you!
So the next chance you get, go out and rock the park.
You guys want to try?
Jellyfish, what are you?
What?
Oh, make light.
Oh, there it is. You want to hold him?
Yes, I do.
All right, here we go. Careful now. Oh, you got it. Oh, no!
Where do you go? Pump your hands. Slippery.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any questions or comments that you have.
And please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come.